Hey guys, for the project you're going to be working on today with Miss Croft, I've left for you a fun type of project to do, especially after a cold snow day like we had yesterday, where today you can create a 3D mug with your favorite beverage, whether it's apple cider or hot chocolate, and maybe you even like some coffee. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to be using some 2D pieces of paper to create this 3D coffee mug illusion. All right, so what you're going to be needing, you'll be needing to have both sheets. You're going to have a front and you're going to have the front of a coffee mug and the back of a coffee mug. They're going to be cut in a special way. Make sure you have both of those. Go ahead and before you even get started, put your name at the bottom of both. Let's put it in the bottom corner here and the bottom corner here, just in case your papers were to get misplaced or confused with somebody else's. You're also going to be needing a pair of scissors that you feel comfortable using, glue stick, something to color with. It could be markers, it could be colored pencils, or you can use crayons. Now you know that you can go to my supply cart and you are welcome to use any of those materials that are up against the wall. Just make sure you put them back when you're done. So to get started, let's look at your two pieces of paper. The paper that has the handle of your mug is going to be your back page. We're going to set that one to the side. We're going to start off with this page that has the front of your coffee mug. Now what you're going to do right now is come up with a design. As I showed you earlier, I used a Packer hog. Now I was able to look up a picture and I just copied it from the screen and hand drew this Packer hog, but you can do whatever you want. If you want to have some special words or sayings on your coffee mug, maybe you want to draw a self-portrait or a picture of your family. Maybe you're going to give this as a Valentine's gift to mom or grandma and you want to have some hearts on there. The design is totally up to you, but let's take some time now to start coloring. All right, for this next part we're going to be cutting, and it's important that you really make sure that you're following the directions here. As you notice in the coffee mug, there were some different types of lines. I have straight lines, and then I have our dotted lines. The dotted lines are for you to cut on. So again, look at your other page too. You have straight lines on the sides, straight lines on the bottom side, but then you have some dotted lines that go halfway up, across, around your lip, and across. So let's go ahead and let's carefully cut those out. Going to cut away from me using the inside of the scissor mouth. That's where I have the most control. Cutting straight on those lines. I can even go all the way across to make sure it's nice and straight. I'm going to cut along these dotted lines right here. If you still see some of the dotted line, that's okay, but do your best to try to cut right on that dotted line. Now, Mr. Sutz is having kind of a hard time because I am watching this through a camera. I'm not actually looking directly at my paper. Hopefully you can see your paper a little better than I can. Okay, again on this side, there's a dotted line. I'm gonna cut along this dotted line. Perfect. All right, so let's look at that front page that we did again. You cut it halfway down on that dotted line, you cut it halfway down on this side, and you cut it with a nice curve right here along the top. Let's put this one to the side and let's look at our back page. And remember, your scraps need to go in the trash. Don't leave them around for someone else to pick up. Okay, now on this one, your dotted line does not go all the way up. It stops halfway. I'm going to cut right, get that scrap out of there. Cut right on that dotted line. Boom, and let's come to this side. Cut on your dotted line. Okay, Next, we're going to line these up almost like a puzzle. And this is where you're going to create the 3D effect with the fold, and then we're going to make sure that we glue it down with a glue stick. We're not using liquid glue, glue sticks only. Please watch this next step carefully. Okay, I want the front of my coffee mug to slide in the front, so I'm going to lift up this cut edge, lift this cut edge, and slide them together. Push until you reach the top. I'm now going to have to create this curve, this 3D effect. Going to lift up my crease where I cut, and I'm going to push it up. And now I have my 3D effect of my coffee mug. So please watch, it's very important that we glue this in the correct spot. Lifting up your flap, you want to line up, there's 3 layers here. We have a back layer, we have a middle layer, and we even have a top layer. I'm gonna glue my top layer to my middle layer, line up that edge right along the edge of your coffee cup. Make sure you massage it so it doesn't become unglued. On this side, I'm gonna put glue along my edge. I'm going to line up carefully the edge there, smooth that down. And now for the back, okay, I'm gonna open it up, and you're gonna notice that this lip just kind of hangs here. You don't want to glue this down, okay? Do not glue this down. However, I do want to glue this piece down. Put a little bit of glue on that and press it, and a little bit of glue on this lip and press. When I flip it over, I should have a 3D mug. All right, now it looks pretty cool, but it is missing a little bit more, some detail. I would love to be able to make a table and maybe a background. So that's where you can get a little bit more creative. I'm gonna turn off my volume, and I'm going to do some quick coloring so you guys can see some other ideas. And there you have it. There's your 3D coffee mug. Now, of course, you do not have to do Valentine's Day. You could do a packer mug like I did my first one. You guys could do a snow scene for the winter months that we're still in. If you're still feeling some excitement from snow day yesterday, go ahead, draw a snowman or draw a giant mitten on your coffee mug. But fill it with your favorite beverage. Make sure you take it home today. Give it to someone special or hang it up on your wall. Please make sure you clean up your area and you help Miss Croft get this room looking the way that you guys found it. All right, you all. Thanks for doing a great job today. Appreciate your excellent respect, responsibility, and following the routine.